Hi all. இந்த வீடியோவில் நம்ம எதை பற்றி பார்க்க போகிறோம்னா how to create an NFT as well as how to create an NFT marketplace. நம்ம க்ரியேட் பண்ண NFT வந்து you can list it in the marketplace and வேறு யாராவது இன்ட்ரெஸ்டடாக இருந்தால் they can purchase it from us, right? So yeah, இது வந்து it's going to be somewhat intermediate level. என்னால் முடிஞ்ச அளவுக்கு I will explain you, and if you have any doubts regarding this contract, comment செக்ஷனில் போடுங்க. I will make sure to clear it, right? So yeah, let's get into the video. ரொம்ப இன்ட்ரெஸ்டிங்காக இருக்க போகுது guys. வெயிட் பண்ணு. நான் ரீமிக்ஸ் தான் யூஸ் பண்ணுறேன் as of now. ரீமிக்ஸுங்கிறது இட்ஸ் அன் browser based smart contract Solidity IDE integrated development environment. So hope it's visible. Let me zoom in a bit. Okay, all right. Yeah, so as usual we start from license identifier, as well as we mentioned the Solidity version. I'm using 0.8.4. you can use anything that's above 0.8. okay, so yeah, and I'm also importing a few helper contracts from OpenZeppelin. As you can see, we have imported the counter and ERC721 URI storage, re-entrancy guard, and ERC721. So ERC721 URI எதுக்குன்னா some functions additionally it used to give when compared to ERC721. For example, set token URI. okay, so நம்ம பார்க்கலாம், அதை பற்றி பேசலாம். அண்ட் ரெண்டு கான்ட்ராக்ட் இருக்குது. ஒன்று NFT கான்ட்ராக்ட். இது வந்து in order to mint an NFT and NFT marketplace in order to list the NFT so that others could buy it. ஸோ கவுண்டர்ஸ் யூஸ் பண்ணுறோம். ஸோ we are creating a token ID of type counters.counters, and we are also creating a state variables of address, counter address. So counter address is nothing but the marketplace address. அதை நம்ம கன்ஸ்ட்ரக்டரில் பாஸ் பண்ணுறோம். we are initializing inside the constructor. And also நம்ம whenever we are like inheriting from a contract, we also need to mention the constructor for that contract. ஸோ அதனால் வந்து for ERC721 நம்ம என்ன வேணாலும் கொடுத்துக்கலாம். the name of the contract, I mean NFT contract, and the symbol of the NFT, and நீங்கள் அசைன் பண்ணுறோம் கான்ட்ராக்ட் அட்ரஸை. and this is the main function. ஒரே ஒரு ஃபங்க்ஷன் தான் இருக்குது இதில். so what does it do? it creates the token. it takes the token URI and it increments the token ID. it takes the current ID and it mints the token, where the mint function takes two parameters. One is the person to whom we have to mint and the ID of that NFT. The second thing is token set token URI. So this function is from ERC721 URI storage, and this takes two things. One is the ID. it maps the ID to the token URI, which is passed as a parameter, right? And also we are making sure like all the NFT that is being minted using this contract should be accessed by the NFT marketplace. So that's what we are doing right here, and we're just returning the ID of the token that we have been minted using this function. So that's all about this contract. Yes, pretty easy contract. And let's move on to the second one, which is NFT marketplace, where you list NFT and others can buy it from you. okay, so as usual we are using the counters.counter. Now we are going to create two variables with the same data type. One is the item ID and the item sold. So item sold எதுக்குன்னா in order to trace number of NFT that is being sold and number of NFT that is not being sold and total number of NFTs, right? so எதுக்குன்னா in order to create array. alright, so நம்ம அதை பற்றி பார்க்கலாம். and you're also setting the owner as usual. inside the constructor we're initializing the owner, making sure it is a payable, because எப்பப்பெல்லாம் ஒரு NFT வந்து செல் ஆகுதோ the owner of the NFT marketplace contract will get some amount of commission. ஸோ கமிஷன் வச்சுக்கலாம். ஓகே, நம்ம லாங்குவேஜ் படி listing price. okay, we are modeling the market items. market items என்னென்ன, so we're just modeling the market items. so usually the market items takes item ID, NFT contract, token ID, sellers, and the owner price. Initially the owner is going to be 0 address, which we'll see in market ID created function. Alright, so we are having the mapping, so which maps the ID to the market item, right? And we're just emptying the event. So we having the get market ID. This is just a function in order to return. This is get a function, right? And yeah, here we having the create market items, which takes the NFT contract, token ID, as well as the price. We are making sure like the price is greater than 0 when we are listing the NFT, and we are also checking if the message.sender sends the value that is equal to the listing price, which we have defined at the top of the contract. And we are incrementing the item ID. We are getting the current item ID. We are using the mapping in order to store the market item. As I said before, we're just saying the seller as of now it's going to be the 0 address, and when the seller buys it, we're going to make sure like we're changing the seller into the particular person who buys the NFT, right? So that's what we're doing it right here, and with the help of the transfer function, we are transferring from us to this contract. So that's what we're doing, message.sender to the address of this and the particular token ID which we get from as a parameter, and we are emitting the event. That's pretty easy, right? And the create market sale. So here this function is revoked when someone buys the NFT, and this takes 2 parameters, NFT contract and item ID. And with the help of the item ID, we're getting the price as well as the token ID of the particular NFT, and we're making sure like the buyer sends sufficient amount of Ethereum in order to purchase this NFT, and we are transferring the value, the message.value to the seller, and we are transferring the NFT to the buyer. We are making sure like the owner is being updated. We are incrementing the item sold. Why? In order to get the number of NFT that is being sold, the number of NFT that is not being sold, and total number of NFTs, right? And finally, we are just transferring the listing price to the owner of this contract. This is what I said, commission. Number Basila Suna commission. Okay. Yeah, and this is to get number of market items that is not being sold. So you have to make sure only one thing: we are getting the size of the array by subtracting the current value minus the item sold. All right, so and we are defining an array of size unsold item count, which we get from here, this line. And so if the owner is address of 0, hence it's not being purchased, and we are just appending it to the array of items, and we are returning the items. So the same things goes with the fetch my NFT ID NFT. So here previously we were looking for address of 0, and here we are looking for message.sender, and then we're just adding it to the items and returning the items. So that's it, that's all about it. So it's been already compiled. Yes, it's been compiled, there's no any issues, and just go here and deploy it. NFT. Okay, alright, so first we have to deploy the market, deploy it and get the address, and then paste it right here, and then deploy the NFT contract. So that's it, the contract has been deployed. Now we can interact with it. So I think it's clear. If you have any doubts, drop your questions on the comment sections. I will make sure to clarify all the doubts. So if you really like this video, உங்களுக்கு உண்மையாக பிடிச்சிருந்தது புரிஞ்சுதுன்னா சப்போர்ட் பண்ணணும்னு நினச்சிங்கன்னா ப்ளீஸ் தயவு செஞ்சு லைக் பண்ணுங்கள். அதுதான் எனக்கு ஒரு மோட்டிவேஷனாக இருக்கும். ஸோ வேறு எதாவது இம்ப்ரூவ்மெண்ட் இருந்தாலும் சொல்லுங்கள், பண்ணலாம். ஸோ யா, நான் போய் தூங்க போகிறேன். And bye. That's it. Bye.